pünktlich seid. Wir müssen sehr pünktlich anfangen, weil ich natürlich nur die besten Performer und Performerinnen eingeladen habe vom PCCC. Und die Besten sind natürlich sehr beschäftigt. Und Veza wird heute anfangen und ihr Taxi steht buchstäblich schon draußen. Das heißt, auf dem Weg zum Taxi, schnell hier auf unserer Bühne, einen großen, aber sehr kurzen, aber sehr lauten Applaus für Veza.
I'm going to speak English, is that fine?
Yes.
Yes. First of all, I'm so happy to be in this exhibition. Thank you, Lucy, for inviting me. Because the first time I ever did stand-up comedy was in this place, and because I think also I'm very touched to be here, because I think I've always been a queen myself. The problem is, like, I'm a queen, but in the way of landing into a family, I landed in a wrong one. But I had landed in the wrong one, but this doesn't mean that my ancestors and the pasados are not famous, really great people. That's why I always say, yes, actually I'm a queen, but I got stuck in the way. My father used to look at me and say, I don't know where you came out. All blonde, blue eyes, dancing. No one dances in our family. No one sings in our family. No one talks so much as you talk in our family. Yes. And because I was this queen that, with great, very important ancestors, because my great-grandmother was the first anarchist of my village. And she was not only the first anarchist, she just didn't give a fuck about family. Her name is Abuela Kika. I met her myself. And Abuela Kika came from a really good farmer's family, and they married her with my abuelo Angel, who was a fascist, had a gun. Yeah, really a gun, because he was the one asking the people in the village to pay their debts. But his brother was a communist, but they were still friends. And the communists used to come in the night, the anarchists from Asturias are coming to kill you, hide. And then the fascist ran past the tree, and then the anarchists used to pass. But still, he was married to an anarchist, and they hated each other. They hit each other, they had 2 babies, they didn't give a shit about the babies. My grandfather was in the bar, alone, playing the monkey. His sister was in Madrid. Like they were, because my great-grandmother was all the day with her donkey, telling jokes and poems. She also refused to cook.
It's not a figure of speech donkey, it was a real donkey.
No, a real donkey.
Yeah.
And an old one. She didn't buy a new one, an old one. She was always with the donkey. And she had this poem, she couldn't write. But she was a poet, and she had this poem that said, I'm alone in bed, and you don't come to visit me. I can see you are not a woman, and you don't have a woman's heart. So probably she was also a lesbian. Lesbian in my village! And we are only 200, and we are cousins, all family. That's why we are all very strange. We're all family, really. I think I'm a bit different because my mother is Austrian, but the Austrian family of my mother is also quite endogamic, so I think this explains a lot. And this made me as a child to have a deep desire to not belong to my family, because I think they are so mean to me. These are not my parents. So I thought they were abducted by aliens. And I had examples, so I used to tell all my friends in school that my parents are abducted by aliens. And look, you can see it in my mother because the hair is like that, so I have my beweise, like all examples why my parents are not my parents, but they are aliens. And they all believed it, they were very scared. Then I had another theory that life is a theater made by demons. And when you go in the car, you see the scenery. Like there are the demons moving the scenery. And my parents were just demons. And I was sure it was true because I told it really. I was in Spain last week and my friends still talk about how scary my stories were. Hello. I was talking about me. I was talking about myself being a queen, but I was born in the wrong family, so I thought that my parents were like aliens or demons. And my friends thought it was true because I had many examples to show why. And yeah, another thing I used to do as a child, like I had the same thing as my abuela Kika. I liked visiting my neighbors. So because my family was very boring, never talked, never danced, never sang, and they thought I was weird. So I used to go everywhere and I used to talk and talk. I needed to let it out. And sometimes I let it out lies, but really dangerous ones. For example, I told all the neighbors that the circus that has come to the village, they have scorpions and they have run away. I told them also, because I knew it was a lie, but I told them, everyone, to be aware of the scorpions. I also told them that they were aware of a Ferrari, because there's a man in a Ferrari that tried to kidnap me. For this I felt really, really, really bad, because I started lying about it, and then my neighbor started lying about it too. But she never told me that she was lying about it, so I was really like, really? I invented that. So I felt really bad and I went to talk to the priest, because that's what you do in Spain. You can lie, you can always go to the priest, and I told the priest that it was a lie, but it was okay for him. But he was laughing because the entire village were looking for this pedophile. Because my friend and I had told everyone that we were almost kidnapped. And they always thought that, like, there is a thing, my Spanish grandmother, not Abuela Kika, like the daughter of Abuela Kika. No, not the daughter, actually it's the niece, because my grandparents are cousins, so the niece of Abuela Kika. No, really. That's how royal my family is. and yes, okay, where was I? Yeah, my grandmother, she's so cute. My grandma is like this. And my grandmother, we are 10 grandchildren, because we are a big family. 10 grandchildren, but I'm her favorite for sure. And she was always very scared when I was little, because I was blonde, that people would kidnap me. Only the light comes from there, so every time she sees me now, she looks at me and she says, "Ay, Veza, yo te sí que te quiero." And she cries a little bit. She says, "I love you, you're the one I love, the others I don't love. And you were little, you were so cute. The neighbors, yo decía las vecinas, the neighbors already said that they're going to kidnap your little granddaughter. She's talking to everyone, she's going to live with someone, She always tells this story. And also the story when I took a plant. I had a plant in my room, and I gave it to it was poisonous, and I gave it to my cousin. I told her if she takes it, she can fly. She also tells this story, but then, thanks God, the hospital was there. That's how it works in my family. And yeah, my taxi. And to end the story, I'm going to tell you the last story of my abuela Kika, who is hilarious. My abuela Kika, in the end, she was really old, but still like making poems and jokes and talking to people. And we once lost her in El Retiro. El Retiro is a big party in Madrid. We lost. Oh, ¿dónde está la abuela? We lost her. We looking for la abuela. ¿Dónde está la abuela? ¿Dónde está la abuela? Because my grandma, you know that she didn't go to the toilet? She had like black dresses and make like this. I still live that. So imagine my abuela, like, abuela, like, and in the end, yeah, after looking for us, my father found her in the police station, and it was like, literally all the policemen are surrounding my great grandmother. She was like talking and talking and talking, and the policemen, yes, yes, yes. And that's how we found Abuela Kika.